that's even crazier. All right. Welcome back. Welcome in. Yeah, found us once again. Shoot the Gap, the Rabbit Hole Fantasy Football Focus Show. Here to help you to be gruntled with your fantasy football team and your fantasy football decisions. I am your humble host, Brian the Amigo Baldwin, and it's of course my pleasure to introduce Connor. I got Marshall. How you doing, Connor?
I'm doing good. I'm excited, man. I'm really stoked for week 3, and I'm hoping that the pendulum swing is going to come back in my favor.
Yeah, week 3, man. How y'all doing? Okay, yeah.
How y'all doing?
Yeah. Okay, because you're not in panic time. Okay, if you're 0-2, it's not really panic time right now. Because, seriously, technically, if you look, you have probably about 4 games that you can lose. I mean, you got to win the rest out, but you still have that little bit of the play. When I won my championship last year, I entered into the playoffs in the last seed, with a record of 7-7. So, it's nowhere near like your season's over, even if you're a Chubb owner, manager. But,
thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But no, I'm 1-1 in one league and 0-2 in the other, but it's because of, okay, hang on now. Okay, there's been crap. Okay, it's been, okay. All right. Last week, I was playing against Kirk Cousins, okay, in one league. All right, which just, there's a lot of bonuses in that for that league for quarterbacks. So
we like that.
It's great unless it's against you, okay? So
you like that?
And then the other league, I'm in 2 leagues, and the other league, I had Jefferson and Hawkinson against me.
Nice.
So, yeah. And then the person
the classic wide receiver tight end for the same team.
Right, they had that.
The rarest of all the stats.
And I figured out a way, everybody, to lose with having Mahomes and McCaffrey on my team. I figured it out. Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at that. How about that? Can you do that? Probably not, but I can.
Skill. Takes skill.
It's the 161st show, September 23rd. In this hopeful year of our Lord, we have a great show for you today. Today we'll be going over the start sit, for week 3. Week 3, yeah. So start sit for that. And if you watched, or if you're new to the show, or if you watched before and you're tuning back, thank you for coming back. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, we love y'all. We're doing a little bit different, not going game by game, but category by category. We'll be doing that. And of course, we also have some news, some news to talk about, and but we're not going to beat a dead horse. Okay, we all know about the big stuff that's already happened, but we'll be mentioning some of it. So don't think we're going to be talking about stuff you already know.
Yeah, we already had a sniper episode. Shout out if you checked it out. Talking over the Kareem Hunt signing. So we're just going to move right along.
Yeah, I mean, we'll mention, but yeah.
Yeah, in passing.
Yeah, but we got a lot to do. Okay, yeah. So let's get started with Merry Early Christmas. How about that?
Nice.
Did I disappear right then? Am I gone?
Now you're, but we can see your arm.
Yeah?
I can see your hand still.
Oh, okay. Woo! Okay. That was funny. All right, so Merry Early Christmas. Okay, this is where it's easier to hear bad news in a nice way. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say Merry Early Christmas, and Connor's gonna go ahead and he'll guess and get it right. I know you're gonna get all these right. They're not that hard. And then we'll just discuss real quick and we'll move on. But we got a few. So let's get started. Merry Early Christmas, Marquis Hollywood Brown. And tell me right now, when we go over this, you tell me if it should be a Merry Early Christmas. Okay, but please continue.
That is because another wide receiver got injured.
Is that your final answer?
Zach Ertz got injured.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, that's my final answer.
Dallas Pro Bowl cornerback Trevon Diggs tore his ACL.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
On Thursday.
Oh, yeah. I'm the one who mentioned this to you.
Yeah, fourth-year quarterback had played a vital role in the Dallas defense. Spectacular start of the season. Forcing 2 turnovers while breaking up 3 passes through the first 2 games. However, after going down with a knee injury during Thursday's practice and suffering from ligament damage, Diggs will soon undergo season-ending surgery.
Well, it's good, but it's still not. I don't know if I would want to start Hollywood Brown in this game because the Cowboys still have a great pass rush. And I think they're still going to get to the Cardinals a lot on Sunday.
That's what I was asking you.
Yeah.
Why is it really okay? Because on the surface it looks like it. Because
I think I have him in 2 leagues, and I think I'm sitting him in both.
Okay, because the person who's going to be covering him, presumably, maybe it might be Gilmore, but is down. And
it's definitely
it looks like that. But no, that's the point. Is that if the team has a strong pass rush, then that will make up for less than elite cornerback play. And so, and then you're talking about Joshua Dobbs here. Okay, I think he's going to be running around back there.
Yeah, you're looking at realistically, probably 3 to 4, maybe 5 more catches that Hollywood could get max, in my opinion. And I think that they have enough talent on the field still to contain him. He's not going to break one and take it to the house.
Merry early Christmas, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, managers.
Eckler is out again.
There it is. Yep. Yeah. Austin Eckler has been rolled out for Sunday. Yeah. Now that Eckler is slated to miss the second straight contest, you think it's Joshua Kelly, right? I mean, when you think that's who it would be, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. No, I say nay. Okay, because all he did is that he had 39 yards off of 13 carries. Now, of course, that was against the Titans, the Titans defense. So that has to be taken under account. But Keenan Allen, he turned 8 receptions into 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mike Williams turned 8 receptions into 83 yards. Playing against a soft Minnesota defense, man.
Yeah, obviously, I took the over on this game.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be probably one of the higher scoring games of the week.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so there we go.
2 teams that don't know how to hold it together defensively.
Merry early Christmas, Braxton Berrios managers.
I feel like it's someone.
You gotta give a guess.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley? Is that your final answer?
No, that's not my final answer. Eckler.
Eckler?
Yeah.
You just did Eckler.
Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe you're doing it again.
Oh, okay. So that's your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Miami wide receiver Jalen Waddle is still in the concussion protocol. And last year when a player was in the concussion protocol, especially this late.
Oh, yeah. Isn't this guy a white boy?
What? Waddle?
No, the wide receiver you're talking about. Obviously not Waddle.
Sure, but I don't know what that has to do with either.
Baxter. No, I'm remembering because I remember looking at all these wide receivers available in the pool, and I just saw him and I was like, what's he doing here?
Yeah. Yeah, well, Waddle has yet to pass the
concussion protocol.
5-step concussion protocol.
I think they'll be okay without him on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't
think they're going to play him.
Playing.
Yeah,
dude. So if Waddle's not able to suit up, it's said to be a combination of Braxton Berrios, River Craycraft, Eric Uzaknama, and Cedric Wilson, right? But come on, man. As soon as he went down. As soon as Waddle went out last week, it was Berrios that took over. So the gift goes to Berrios in that. But it's supposed to be a weather game. But if he's not playing, Berrios is definitely a play, dude. Definitely a play. Adam, Merry early Christmas, Adam Thielen managers.
DJ Shark.
DJ Shark. DJ Shark is your
DJ Shark.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Carolina rookie quarterback Bryce Young won't play.
Oh, you're
Sunday.
doing it because of Andy Dalton.
Yeah, in Seattle due to an ankle injury, right? But he's expected back for week 4, right? So if he can't go, Andy Dalton will start against the Seahawks on Sunday, which is probably an upgrade. An upgrade to the Carolinas.
California Panthers.
Yeah, Carolinas pass catchers. Yeah, so, Thielen is the guy, so maybe even Mingo. So, yeah, I think that's actually a good thing for Mingo, good thing for Sanders. It's actually an upgrade to the offense. So, there we go. Merry early Christmas. Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley managers.
Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley. Zay Jones is injured.
That's part of it.
Zay Jones is injured, and Etienne is still banged up a little bit.
No.
Then
one more guess because you got it half right. I'll give you one more guess.
Half right. Another wide receiver.
Well, because you got it half right because of Zay Jones.
Ingram.
Texans starting safety Derek Stingley Jr. has been placed on the IR. Okay, it is expected to be sidelined 6 to 8 weeks due to a hamstring injury. Yeah, dude. So it's supposed to be in his absence: Shaquille Griffin, Steven Nelson, Kadar Hallman, Alex Austin, Graylin Arnold. Any of these things it's scaring you? No. Stingley's awesome. He's a great safety. So gonna have that out there, and I don't think. I mean, the Texans have Will Anderson, but you know who else they have? Will Anderson. That's it. So you'd be able to contain that guy. I think they'll be able to get the ball out there, and so I think that Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley add that to Zay Jones, and there we go. Merry early Christmas, Zach Moss managers.
Deion Jackson.
Dude, that's part of it. How about that? Did you see that coming? Yeah. For anybody that hasn't heard, the Colts Deion Jackson didn't do well in week 1. He was a draft darling. He was that sneaky guy that you get that's going to start for the Colts. And, of course, you saw what he did, But, dude, my gosh, he's unemployed. He's unemployed. Yeah, I mean, he's as part of an NFL team as you and you guys are. Yeah. And me, of course. But anyway, point is, dude, he's gone, okay? And now Anthony Richardson didn't pass the concussion protocol. So he's gone. So it's going to be Gardner Minshew. All right. And you're talking about it's going to be a rainy game. All right. Because the remnants of Tropical Storm Ophelia will be visiting Charm City. So, there's that. Man, I'm going to stop the music. I think we've heard it enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah. But and of course, rain normally affects the passing game. They released Deion Jackson. It's just Zach Moss back there. I know it's against a stout defense, but still, they're going to be running it a lot. So Moss probably is not going to do what he did last week, but he's not going to goose you. Nothing? Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you just stared at me, dude. I'm like,
no, I was agreeing with you. It's
okay.
Like, man.
Okay. Well, it is an audio.
Saying all the things.
Okay. All right. In case for people listening, not watching, Connor was shaking his head. Okay.
Positively.
Yeah. Okay. All right, in the same game, Merry Early Christmas Day Flower managers.
Odell Beckham is injured. Yeah.
Yeah, and who else?
Oh, come on, man. Can't it just be
on the same
Justice
team.
Hill?
There you go. Yeah. They've been rolled out. Yeah, with lower leg injuries, man. So that leaves Flowers and Mark Andrews as the main pass.
Who I have, and I'm very happy to play this week.
Which one?
Mark Andrews.
Yeah. The gift doesn't go to Andrews because he's always highly targeted. Without Beckham or Hill there, I think Flowers is going to do really well. Again, weather there, but it's going to rain. It's going to be rainy, but it's looking to be about 10 mile an hour winds. So it's negligible. Yeah, as long as it's not like a torrential downpour. It's supposed to be worse today than it is tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, don't base tonight and today as to what you think tomorrow's going to look like in Baltimore because that storm is passing through. Yeah, and that goes the same with Washington. I think it goes the same with New England. I think New England's playing in Miami. There's supposed to be rain there, but not too bad. Seattle's supposed to be rainy, not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
But Buffalo game, it's supposed to be kind of rainy. Yeah. So any of the Northeast games, it's going to be rainy. All right, so that does it for the Merry Early Christmas. Let's go ahead. Let's move on to there's one Grinch. Okay, yeah, one Grinch. All right, so these are players. Okay, that are still in the Christmas gifts from other players. All right. Yeah, in fact, let me try it this way. Let me see if you can guess it. All right. This particular player has missed Wednesday and Thursday's practice, but got in a full practice on Friday. All right. And he was going to be opening up an opportunity for somebody that you are extremely excited about.
God, is he a running back or a wide receiver?
Neither.
He's a tight end. This is Dalton Kincaid.
Dawson Knox. Yes,
Yeah,
Dawson Knox.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you're a mean one, Dawson Knox. Yeah, I mean it was set up beautifully, beautifully for Dalton Kincaid, man. It was set up perfectly, and then he was out Wednesday, and you don't want to ever cheer for anybody being bad, being hurt. I mean, but if fantasy football is a game of self-focus, so but you're kind of excited if you're Dalton Kincaid. I know you were. You love Dalton Kincaid, but yeah, now that he's back, it's no longer a thing. So
we'll wait and see, and hopefully, he isn't.
Oh well, dude, that's terrible. Yeah, that's awful.
That's fantasy football.
Jalen Warren's receiving a fine for his illegal use of helmet. He's fined over $48,000. So
half of his salary for the year.
Is that? Yeah, that's
backup running backs now can only make $100,000 in the NFL per Jim Irsay. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I wish I had yeah. But I do have. It's time for some good news.
Some good news.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. I think I had this right.
I believe.
Yeah. Well, it reset on me. Yeah. So it was all set up. It was perfect to go. Everything was beautiful. Everything was going great.
It's all right. You want me to ad lib while you get it right?
I think I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. Yeah. There it is.
Go.
Okay. That was worth it, everybody.
It was.
Okay. All right. The Cincinnati Bengals. They signed QB Reed Sinnett to the practice squad, and today they signed QB AJ McCarron to the practice squad. That was the guy that they drafted in the 5th round of the 2014 draft. Yeah. So with the uncertainty, around Burrow,
yeah, I mean, they signed 2 quarterbacks. Obviously, they want options in case he can't play on Monday. That's what it looks like.
So it's truly questionable. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm kind of nervous because I'm starting Joe Mixon in 2 leagues, but I'm not pivoting from that. I'm keeping him in.
Well, Zach Taylor, the head coach, did say that he's trending well. Okay. But then also Burrow was seen on yesterday's practice doing individual drills and throwing. Okay, so I mean on the side, not with the team, but on the side, But in the same sentence, though, the same news conference, when asked about Burrow playing, he said, "We'll see." So it's still up there. So nervy. Yeah, nervy. Yeah. If you are Joe Burrow's manager, what should you be picking up?
I would stream Russell Wilson against the Dolphins.
One more time. Who should you be picking up?
Russell Wilson.
I guess you're fine. Well, who are you going to be picking up?
If you're a Joe Burrow manager?
Yes.
A quarterback.
Matthew Stafford.
You really think Matthew Stafford?
Yeah, playing on the same day, man. That way you can go ahead and hold him long enough so that in the event that if Joe Burrow does go out, you got a guy to put in right.
I mean, he's gimpy. I would just be picking someone else up regardless, bro.
Well, no, Stafford?
No, I mean over Burrow.
Oh, I understand.
I'm saying pick someone up.
Okay. You're saying if you're a Joe Burrow's manager, what are you doing starting him? That's what you're saying.
This week.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. Well, if you're intent on starting him, or if you're stuck where you can't, that's your best option. Like I was in one league. I had Joe Burrow, and then I have Anthony Richardson. In that situation, I'm stuck. Mm-hmm. And so luckily I got out of that situation. But no, at that time I was stuck. So if you're in that situation, try to maneuver where you pick up Matthew Stafford. Titans wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins did not practice on Friday due to an ankle injury. But he did do the same thing last week, when he played, so it might not be anything. The Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell said that Cam Akers will likely make his Vikings debut in Week 4, and Alexander Madison is still the lead back. let's just real quick. Let's talk about this real quick. What do you think about what did the trade to Akers to Minnesota? What did that do to Alexander's value?
Made him irrelevant for fantasy.
Season long, because we don't need to worry about it this week because it's too early. Cam Akers doesn't have a chance to come in. They're saying week 4 is going to be when he comes in. So
he's irrelevant to fantasy. Madison, he's not going to be anything. He was a wasted draft pick. The Vikings are a running back by committee, pass first team now.
Okay, so you're saying that both
it's shit stick.
Akers and Madison.
Yeah.
Okay. In my opinion, what I'm thinking is that it's going to be it is going to be a little bit of a did he drop anything? Okay, no. Okay, yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah. Somebody picked up.
You just picked up Jay. Okay,
yeah. Which I'm not a fan of that. Yeah. But in case you're curious, let's just talk real quick. Jaden Reed is a rookie wide receiver. I understand if Christian Watson's not going to be there, but it's either going to be Dobbs or it's going to be Reed. It's a situation where they're playing against the New Orleans Saints also, so you don't really want to start. I don't want to start anybody against the Saints if I'm on the Packers. Against the Saints defense.
You really think the Saints defense is that good?
I think that they're good enough to look that good against the Packers. Okay,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm meaning right there. Yeah, but as far as Akers, I really feel, man, that Connor's looking at it from a logical point of view. He's looking at it from the numbers that Akers has put up. Correct? Is that where you're coming from? How about I won't explain it from you. You say where are you coming from? On
the numbers, analysis? The footage, the trust. Sean McVay does seem to be something of a running back whisperer. I don't think that you should go against him in terms of when he thinks players are done. Historically, he's always been on the right side of that. Vikings line isn't that good. Vikings, Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, Addison. They don't need to run the ball. They're better off throwing the ball. And their defense is bad, so they're generally going to need to throw the ball. It's just, it's not conducive. It was good when Kubiak was there and Dalvin Cook was the guy. The scheme was around him. These are not those Vikings. This is a pass first, running back by committee Vikings club now.
I know that last year was whenever the new OC came in, right? Mm-hmm. And Dalvin Cook was used. So if they have somebody that can actually exploit it, because you're saying pass. You know what I'm hearing whenever you're saying pass? People are playing off the line. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. So if they
but which guy is it going to be?
Well, that's the thing is that that's what we're discussing right now. And it's my feeling that it's going to be, I think by week 5, week 6, like in about 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to be Akers.
Yeah. I think there's more of a chance of it being Akers than it being Madison.
Right, and I think Madison is going back to the Madison role. Madison's a great player, but he's a good change of pace back. You don't, like whenever you want to splurge, like you want to eat something different, what do you eat?
Fast food.
Okay. Yeah, fast food every day, all the time. It's not good for you. Don't work, does it?
Yeah.
No, everything will start. Your system will start backing up on you, man. Things won't work right, and that's what happened. He's fast food. Okay, Alexander Madison, but not that fast. So he's food, late night food, low value food. There
exactly.
You go. Yeah, greasy food. That's what he is. Yeah, and so you need that steak. You need that protein, and that's going to be Akers, because I think that he's going to be he's really pissed off at what happened to him. Mm-hmm. All right, he's been wanting to get off the Rams for quite a while, so now he's off the Rams. He's in a place that could actually use somebody where he can easily, the path to get to becoming RB1 is wide open. It's as wide open as Zach Moss's path is to RB1, and so it looks to me that he's going to be running with a fire in his belly. The head coach Kevin O'Connell wanted him specifically because he was part of the Rams. He was the offensive coordinator, I think, for the Rams whenever they drafted him. So that's why they wanted him, and so I think they're gonna heavily use him once he gets acclimated. So yeah, I'm on the complete other side, but I'm going off of hope and emotion. You're going off of stuff that you saw. So it's whatever one you want to decide, whatever place you want to live. But that's what's weird about the human heart, man. Whenever it's focused on something and it has a resolve about it, then that blows usually any type of statistics and stuff like that out of the water. Look at Rambo, man. Look what Rambo's done. Okay,
that's true.
Yeah. Amon-Ra. Anything more you want to say about that? Okay, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let's talk about him. Now he's questionable for Sunday's game, but he did have a full practice.
Yeah.
All right. So how are you feeling about that, dude?
I'm feeling good. I think if he wasn't going to play, he wouldn't have gotten in a full practice. I remember last year, I was always monitoring his health because I was starting guys like Josh Reynolds. And, Amon-Ra, he's a fighter. He's a soldier. You want to talk about guys like Rambo. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And, he's dealing with a toe injury, so he got into full practice. I think he's going to be good to go. Lions are mad they lost last week. They don't want to lose again. They need him.
Normal workload?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it bother you that he's going to be playing with that steel plate in his shoe like Najee did? And remember the difference between Najee with steel plate and Najee without the steel plate? It was night and day, man.
Yeah, well, he's still going to get a lot of targets regardless.
Okay. All right. Okay, we'll see what happens. You're a St. Brown manager, so it's like right in your wheelhouse, and I can say whatever I want to say, but you're living it. Okay, and so yeah, I think your thoughts will speak to the people more than me. So.
It's kind of like there's no are you not going to start him? No, so it's like what's the point in like?
Well, if he's not going to get the normal workload, if he's going to be gimpy,
who are you going to start over him? Who
How about the next guy? The next news item, Puka Nacua. Yeah.
Well, I don't have him.
Well, if you had Puka Nacua, would you?
And hopefully, you'd be starting both of them.
Well, okay, so if you were in a situation where that was what was on your benches, a waiver wire pickup, would you start St. Brown over Puka Nacua?
No, I would start both of them, and there's no way I can't. I would start both of those guys, but if I had to pick one for this week, probably Nacua.
Okay, thank you. Jeez, man.
But I would have to start. But how are you not starting both of those guys?
Well, dude, if you have a loaded roster, man, I'm just trying to ask you a decision between one of the two, man. Yeah,
I reject
this. And the whole I'm going to start both of them is a cop out, and I wasn't going to let you do that. Yeah, no,
I would definitely. Well, I have DJ Moore on two of my teams that I have Amon-Ra, so I'd definitely start Puka over DJ Moore.
Yeah, and you would start...
and I would start Amon-Ra over DJ.
Yeah, I support that. Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah, but Puka... I just want to speak to the Nacua managers out there.
You should be setting him and forgetting him.
Yeah. Don't worry about he did not practice on Thursday, had a limited practice on Friday. This is similar to a rest day on Wednesday.
Oh, hell yeah, Thursday, dude. That's Friday. Great news.
Yeah, so he's...
As both a 2-2 and a Cooper Cup manager.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, I'm telling you.
I'm so fucking excited and take everything I said back, Puka manager.
No. Well,
you should be worried.
Okay, on this side of the mic, this side of the room, I'm not very confident about Cooper Cup. That side is. This side isn't.
This side is super confident.
Yeah, and again, I'm not using emotion. That's an emotion. Okay.
But as you said, whenever the heart is involved, it's the most powerful thing in the world.
It is. It really is. But dude, when your body... You ever heard that the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak? You ever heard that?
Well, then he's going to do what Chad Ochocinco used to do. He's going to pop a Viagra before the game.
Jeez. Okay, back to Puka. Don't worry about him. He's going to play on Monday. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, he did
the exact same thing last week. Saquon Barkley actually has a high ankle sprain,
nice.
Not an ordinary sprain. Barkley still said that he wants to try to come back next week.
He's not going to.
No, he's not going to. You're probably looking about, it should be 3 or 4. Smartly, it should be 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
The last two bits of news around the Packers of Green Bay. One, Aaron Jones, listed as questionable. All right. So I think he practiced on first time on Thursday.
That's good.
So it was a limited practice, and that's where he's doing limited practice. Again, I look at him like we were talking about Pacheco before the show started. That it's nervy to play him because of the hamstring injury. Those hamstrings are very tricky. So especially whenever you're like, it's one thing to go and practice, but whenever you're performing in a game, you do a lot of different stuff and you take more chances, so you demand more of your body. Yeah. Christian Watson is listed as questionable. All right, so he started off on limited practice on Wednesday, and then Thursday it was he didn't practice, and Matt LaFleur, the head coach, was trying to just downplay. It was all part of the maintenance plan with Watson's workload as he makes his way back. Okay, so even if it is part of the maintenance of the...
Which it isn't.
But let's just say if it is. Let's just say it is. Listen to what he's saying, okay, that Watson wasn't able to do a limited practice on Wednesday without having to take a rest day the next day. All right, so that doesn't sound like somebody who if he does play, he's going to get a full workload. Okay, that he'll be in there for, like mixed in. I wouldn't look at depending on Watson this week. All right, man. Anything more? Did I miss anything?
No.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go to the starts and the sits of the week. We'll start with quarterback. So we'll just we'll just quickly mention the ones that I think are set and forgets. If there's ones that you don't think, do you remember when we first? I think last year, we got away from this, and I want to bring it back. That if I say something you don't agree with, okay, I want you to do like they do, like you see like in British Parliament.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, yeah, so
I'll bring it back.
I'm going to go down these guys that I think are must starts.
You're going to go down these guys?
Down the list. Go down the list of these guys, okay, that I think are must starts. And if there's one that you disagree on, okay, all right? Okay, so Patrick Mahomes. I'm trying to give you a little bit of power here, and this is what you do. This is why we give children like lighters or matches, even if you think that they're going to be responsible. Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Tua versus Denver, Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence, and if he plays, Joe Burrow. Okay. All right. So what's up with Joe Burrow?
Nah. You shouldn't be playing him, man. You should be playing someone else.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, against Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. If you're into like those side stories, there's a concern that this whole season that Denver's been playing in Denver, and now they're playing in a hotter weather area, and it's going to bother them, and it's going to be a little rainy. Do you think there's any truth to that?
I don't think the rain is going to bother Russell. I played in Seattle, Wilson.
Well, you see,
but the heat maybe.
The thing that is that's being missed here, okay, like the obvious point whenever people try to go to that little storyline, is that all the people that represent the United States in the Olympics.
Yeah.
You want to know where they train?
Where?
Colorado. Okay, because the air is thinner, and so when you come down, then you're stronger. You breathe better. Your lungs are stronger, and so when you get down to Miami, you're already more healthy than all those people. So yeah, man. So they're actually going to be beasts. That could be beasts coming.
Yeah, but there is an interesting. I think I told you and the doc this. Apparently, the Dolphins designed their home uniforms with white colors, which forces the other teams to wear their darker colors, so they get dehydrated quicker.
Yeah,
and sweat more.
Okay, yeah, and the stadium is designed to where the sun on afternoon games sits on the visitors bench.
Yes.
And the home team is in the shade.
Which is actually ingenious.
It's fantastic. Yeah. I think that was probably a Forrest Gump thing. I think that they just kind of happened. They're like, yeah, I'm in for that to happen. Yeah. Or they were like, hey man, the sun is shining only on the home team and the visitors are in the shade. Well, let's just switch it. Okay, we're heroes. Yeah. these are the ones that questionable. So just say yes or no on these guys. Jared Goff.
Yes.
Justin Fields.
Yes.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't have to be in the room to smell what just happened.
That was hard.
You passed something there, dude. Holy mackerel. Against Kansas City, I would not. If you're
I'm
forced
feeling
to start,
saucy.
If you're forced, go ahead.
Which
because
I felt forced.
There was a report that Justin Fields said that he felt robotic with the coaching, and that actually he said that he was overthinking too much. And if you looked, he played like a guy that looked like he was scared to make mistakes. That's why he held on to the ball so long, things of that sort. So supposedly they've now adjusted to where they're going to allow him to
throw to DJ Moore 35 times every game,
which will probably be more running. The issue that
running to throw the ball to DJ Moore 35 times every game.
What I would say to that though is I
need that to happen.
The last game that they played, the defense put spies on either side of the field for
double spy.
Yeah, right, to make sure that he doesn't run. So that might be what they do because his first instinct is going to run. If they tell him to stop thinking, that means he's going to stop throwing and he's going to run more. So we'll see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Last time he did that, he got injured. So,
can't get injured throwing to DJ Moore.
Okay, all right.
35 times.
All right, Sam Howell. Okay, no. These aren't starts. These are ones that we say yes or no. Yes or no? No. Yeah. Matthew Stafford.
Yes.
I would, especially if you pick. That's what I'm saying. Pick him up if you have Burrow. If you're forced to play Burrow, find a way to pick him up. Jordan Love against the Saints.
No.
Yeah, I'm there too. And let's see here. Anthony Richardson's out. Deshaun Watson, Geno Smith, Derek Carr. Any of those guys interest you?
No. All three.
Even Geno? Geno looked like he got this groove back.
Yeah, well, I don't believe he got it back.
Okay. I think he does. He did, but I don't think that they're going to need the defense. Carolina's defense is going to be struggling. And we've already said it's in the rain. Rain kind of damages the passing game or tampers it a little bit, kind of softens it, wettens it down,
Yeah.
They probably might not even need. I think they have a very low over and under anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr against Green Bay. Green Bay, one thing they do well is that they do pass, right? So they have fantastic corners, okay? And so I don't see, that's why they have, that's why it's easy to run against them because that's their weaker side. Yeah, they Chris Olave is a start, of course, but you tamper that expectations with the cornerbacks that they have there in Green Bay. So I would not start them. Okay, let's move on to anybody that I missed.
Selah.
Let's talk about must starts running backs. All right, Tony Pollard, Bijan Robinson, Derrick Henry, Kenneth Walker, Travis Etienne, Josh Jacobs, Kyron Williams, Jamar Gibbs, Ramondre Stevenson, Joe Mixon, Miles Sanders. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. This is where might get saucy. This is we get you. Breece Hall. Okay. All right. Well, that's obvious because look what happened last game. And if that can happen, sorry about smacking everybody's ear. I'm sorry. I was right by the mic. I apologize. But hopefully it might have woke you up. Hopefully you didn't wreck if you're listening to us in the car. But anyway. That shows you what could happen. Just, you got to do a prove it. You got to do a prove it with him. Raheem Mostert. I got it. Okay, Brian Robinson.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, if I don't hear that. Okay, if I don't hear that. Not yet. Okay. Because we're still on the must starts. Isaiah Pacheco. Hamstring. Okay. What about? Okay. Yeah, I think we're actually. Yeah, we're getting into the nasty. So,
we're getting into the weeds.
Yeah, no more must starts. Let's just talk about we should or not. Let's go back to yes or no.
Shit or not.
Sure. We should or not. Should or not. Okay. So, okay, Alexander Madison.
No.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Yeah, and let's just go ahead and real quick.
All disrespect.
Why?
Because he's bad, he's not good, and they traded for a guy who on the record is bad and not good. So that means he is worse by default.
I don't agree with that last part. Yeah, well, I don't necessarily agree with Madison being bad. I just think that the Minnesota offense is not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to keep it in their pants. All right, they're not going to be able to do the game plan of let's run the ball because the Chargers' weakness is their run D. Let's run it. And then let's control the clock, keep the ball out of that dangerous.
They're not going to do that at all.
No, it's going to be like
pass.
Well, yeah, because the Minnesota pass defense is a lot weaker than the passing offense of the Chargers. So when they score, it's going to be Minnesota is going to be like, here, hold my beer, and they're going to be chunking it. So it's just the game script, in my opinion, is not going to lend to that, especially since they scored so much last week doing that plan.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams are just, masters of authoring, really campaigns full of empty points that don't get them anywhere.
What does Madison have more than
baggage, injury history, failed opportunities to prove he is the guy?
True or false? Okay. Alexander Madison has more touchdowns than fumbles. True or false?
False.
That's correct. False. He has more
interceptions.
More fumbles. Sorry. Yeah, than touchdowns. So yeah. DeAndre Swift. So yeah. No on Madison.
Yes.
No on Madison.
Yes.
No matter,
yes on Swift.
I know you hear lead back on Madison. Don't fall for it. Yeah. Go with it. Okay. So yes on Madison. James Conner.
No, yes on Swift.
Okay.
Yes on James Conner is set and forget.
Oh, did I mix it again? Yeah, I'm just fumbling this whole thing.
No, you're good.
I'm being Alex.
You're Madison it.
Yes, I'm being the Alexander Madison of host right now. Just keep fumbling.
No, you're good.
Fumbling. Okay. DeAndre Swift, yes. James Conner.
Yeah, so he said and forget.
Javonte. How about Javonte Williams?
Yeah.
I'm happy to see
he's looking good. I'm happy.
Does that make Samarji P. Ryan droppable?
Yes.
Okay. So you're not going to hold on to Samarji just in case if there's a blowout.
I mean, if you got shit for shit on your roster and there's anything on the waiver, then yeah.
But would you drop him for Kadarius Toney? Sky Moore?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can come up with anything. Would you have dropped him for Jerome Ford? That's stupid. I just stopped right there. Gus Edwards. How about that? Would you drop him for Gus Edwards? Melvin Gordon is being elevated. Did I mention that? I'm not sure if I did, but Melvin Gordon.
You did, yeah. I would drop P. Ryan for Ford if Ford was there.
I stopped myself like that, like in the middle of the question. It was dumb. But
maybe you're
Edwards.
No.
How about Tony Jones Jr.?
No.
Okay.
Kamara.
Kendre Miller?
No. Kamara.
Okay. I understand about Kamara. Okay.
Voldemort.
Okay, I understand about Voldemort, and I did see a press conference that said that was successful. So whenever things are successful, they tend to use them more. Okay, so that is true. Okay, but as far as you're giving up on P. Ryan because you don't think that he's a good thing to have for season long.
The assumption was he would look better than Javonte. He looks worse. All of his upside is gone.
That's right. Yeah, and Javonte looks good enough to where he looks like he's going to be.
He looks good enough to take out nice.
He's not. Okay, no.
Take it to the town.
I want to mention this about Kendre Miller. Okay, Kendre Miller is very exciting. He kind of has moves like Jamar Gibbs, but he also has a lot of power. All right, so I did a lot of watched the preseason game that he had, and then also I watched him from TCU. If you remember the powerhouse last year,
is he the guy you said is kind of like a ram?
Dude, he is like really strong.
Is he the guy you described as like a ram? Because I've been trying to remember who it was.
Maybe, but this guy is. But he's because he runs very, very aggressively.
Right.
So and he he likes to bowl over people, right?
I think he is the Ram. He sounds like the Ram.
Dude, like the one touchdown, the touchdown that he ran in the preseason, it was from almost 10 yards out. It was 9 yards. Dude, he just shot through the line real fast. And so even with Kamara back, remember, Kamara wasn't Kamara last year. Okay, and now Kamara is coming. He's going to be a little bit behind. I'm sure he trains really hard, or used to. So I don't think he's going to be out of shape.
Do you think you would forward for Kamara as a fair trade?
Do I think that's a fair trade?
Yeah.
I sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that it's a sideways move, in my opinion. Yeah. So it's a net neutral for both.
Okay.
Yeah, because the Ford, I don't think it's going to be used as much as everybody says, but Kendre Miller, I think, is going to be a name that's going to be popping up. He's going to be that guy that not a lot of people thought about or even know about. And but if you look at his highlights and look at what they're saying about him, they held him out an extra week. He could have played last week, but they held him out because they wanted to make sure that he was healthy. No Jamal Williams. Okay, then Tony Jones Jr. is the assumed starter, but he is a practice squad guy that they elevated up. Kendre Miller is a roster guy that was injured that came back. Okay, which one do you think holds more water, right? And who do you think they're going to be more excited to use? We see what Tony Jones Jr. did. Yeah, he did fine, but dude, he did not. He scored 2 touchdowns, but he didn't wow anybody. It was more or less opportunity that was there. And so that's probably maybe why Taysom Hill was used as much. Watch Kendre Miller next week. I'm really excited to watch him. If you're looking for a stash, dude, and you have a spot on your bench, if you have P. Ryan, I would definitely say pick up Kendre Miller and switch out P. Ryan, in my opinion. Rashad White, Tyler Algier, how are we feeling about them?
No.
Rashawn Johnson?
No.
You know what? I'm that whole backfield has approved it to me. Like, everybody's benchable until we see what happens. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think Roshan's kind of the guy to angle after because it seems like he already has upside to be the guy.
But Khalil Herbert, he's already shown that he could be the guy.
I read an interesting stat that showed that Herbert's actually pretty inefficient at passing work, which is where they have Roshan coming in, but it seems like Roshan's also a more effective runner. So
okay, all right. But I'm not. I have Khalil, but I'm not dropping him because I'm just sitting everybody to see what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Much like I am with Minnesota. Yeah, I think that's going to become pretty clear in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, week 4, week 5. Week 5 is probably going to be the telltale sign. I bet we're going to see what's going to happen. If Aaron Jones doesn't play, AJ Dillon, are you interested in him versus New Orleans?
No.
Okay, I'm sure James Cook is you start that guy. Yeah. How about these three? Well, actually, let me do this one first. Joshua Kelly with the news that Eckler against Minnesota.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I see him as a flex guy because there's an opportunity, there. Maybe the Chargers will go ahead and score, then try to run the ball. And Minnesota's defense is not good.
I don't think they're going to either with their offensive coordinator. I think both teams are going to throw the shit out of the ball.
Okay, I mean it's possible. Yeah. So, okay. How about this? Breece Hall or Joshua Kelly?
Breece Hall.
Damian Pierce or Joshua Kelly?
Damian Pierce.
Zach Moss.
Zach Moss.
Okay. All right. Wow, that was quick on Zach Moss.
Yeah.
That was a loading fire right there. Yeah. So, what's giving you your agreeing with what I was saying about the rain and all that stuff?
Because he's not good and he's not going to have opportunity.
Who's that? Zach
Kelly.
Oh, Kelly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I thought that was not a vote of confidence for Zach Moss. That was
No, I mean it is a vote of confidence for Zach Moss. They got Minshew in. Rain game, Dion's gone. It's the Zach Moss show.
Yeah, and if you're trying to decide between who to if everybody's equal and Zach Moss is equal and what's on your bench,
it's a fun name to say.
It feels wrong to say his name actually. At least it does to me.
Different strokes.
Yeah, and I'm a Moss fan. Yeah, and so.
Maybe you should trade him to me.
The opportunities are going to be really big on him for him. So that should be the deciding factor of everything is even is that opportunity is king. You always hear that in fantasy football. So there you go on that. All right, so let's go ahead and go. Let's move on to the wide receivers. Let's go wide receivers real quick. All right, so wide receivers again. Let's do the. We're going Parliament rules here. Okay, so Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, AJ Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, Devontae Smith, Keenan Allen, Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, Chris Olave, Calvin Ridley, Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua, Mike Williams, Jalen Waddle. There it is. Okay, there it is.
You had to make sure I was still paying attention.
The list was getting there. You get down there. Okay, so that's where we'll stop there. Because of he's probably not going to play. And
I don't think he's going to play.
No, it's going to be Braxton Berrios.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's take him out. So we're still on the streak. Let's see if I can get you. T. Higgins.
No.
Oh. Okay, T. Higgins. Okay, there. Okay, it was going to end anyway. Okay, against the Rams. This is all, of course, if Burrow plays. And I heard an interesting take that I want to share. I don't think I've shared on this show. So I want to go ahead and mention this real quick that with Joe Burrow being out, if you're a Joe Burrow manager, it's not like the sky is falling. It's just now you have like people on like a Geno Smith, or if Aaron Rodgers was well. I mean, this is what you have. You have pocket passers now. Okay, that he's going to be a pocket passer. I don't think I'll see him, or at least the take I heard that I agree with said that it seems true that he's not going to run as much because he's not going to want to test that calf. Not run around and buy time, but not run for first downs and stuff like that. He's going to, probably throw it away in situations like that. So Joe Burrow went from maybe top tier to maybe second tier now. But he's still going to be really, really, really good. And he's going to support the wide receivers really well. So I'm a fan of T. Higgins. Last week he blew up. T. Higgins did, and Jamar Chase. And these are all if Burrow plays. So make sure and keep an eye out for that. DK Metcalf, Chris Godwin, and Tyler Lockett, Zay Flowers.
I mean, no, okay. I'm sorry. Can you go back? I was thinking about Jamar Chase for a second.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you were kind of like
I was like, man, maybe Jamar Chase is worth trading for. I was like, nah, Lori has him. She's not.
In our league, she named her team after him.
Yeah, I was literally thinking that. I was like, she named your team Jamar Chase.
She has the one shirt of one player, and it's
Jamar Chase.
Mm-hmm, yeah, she bought this little cat thing for Christmas for my cats. It's a little stadium. Thing. It's a little stadium that has scratching. What do you think stadium it was? That's correct. Yeah, it's not happening, man. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah. But to your point, Jamar Chase is definitely a buy low.
This is yeah.
Like if Garrett Wilson blows up and Jamar Chase doesn't, I'd flip that. Yeah. So Amari Cooper, yes.
No.
Okay. Oh, against Tennessee, you can get Tennessee in the secondary. You can't run on them. That's the problem.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I would do it too.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf.
They're playing
Detroit.
At Detroit. Yeah.
Chris Godwin versus Chicago.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett at Detroit.
Tyler Lockett at Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the target leader.
He's the target leader.
Yeah, and he's tied with Jackson Smith and Jigba. How about him? Jackson Smith and Jigba. Is he somebody?
Half,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're nasty.
Yeah, right. But I think you have to wait for it.
You know, a guy you haven't mentioned. I want to add Tutu.
Okay, let's talk to him.
My guy Tutu Atwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Puka a little banged up. Tutu's been healthy all week. Tutu is a big play guy. He had an explosion in week 1, kind of dialed back in week 2. but I think he is set for another big game in week 3.
Point differential between Puka and Tutu in whose favor?
I know it's in Puka's favor.
Okay, how many points?
I would guess between 6 to 16.
6 to 16 between the two?
Yeah, Puka has between 6 to 16 more points than Tutu.
Oh wow, okay. I was just expecting a handful. Yeah, not 16. Wow, okay. There we go. You heard it first. Zay Flowers.
Oh, you don't actually know what the differential is?
No.
I thought we were going to do the stat right
No.
Can we?
Sure, if you want to look it up, man.
Can we for our...
But I'll keep the show going while you're looking
okay.
at it. So keep an ear out still.
Okay.
Zay Flowers?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Even in the rain, yeah.
Yeah.
Nico Collins?
Yeah, for sure.
Garrett Wilson?
Yes. Okay.
Flex.
Yeah. So Puka has 39.5 points in a normal league, and Puka has 26. So like 14-point differential in Puka's favor. So I was on the money.
On this game? Like in this game?
In this game, I'm talking on the season.
No, I meant in this game, Honky.
Well, Atwell's projected to make 8.2 points, and Puka is projected to make 11.6. So it's like 3 points in Puka's favor. Like 4 or 5 points.
So that's what you're doing. You're just reporting the data, not giving your own opinion.
You asked what the differential is.
I'm asking you, what do you think? That was the question. What do you think is going to be the point differential?
I think if Puka plays, he's probably going to get probably 3 to 4 more points than Atwell.
That was my point.
You did not make that clear.
Okay, no. That's where I was leading to, was that Puka and Tutu are kind of close.
So well, I'm not a wide receiver, so you can't just lead me there. You got to tell me to play.
If you're excited about Puka, then you should be excited about Tutu. Would you trade Tutu for Puka? Or vice versa?
I would trade Tutu for Puka, but I would definitely want to have Puka. He seems like the guy.
The guy? Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting from a Cooper Cup manager. We already talked about George Pickens. Jordan Addison, you mentioned. How about Michael Pittman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Against Baltimore. Whoa, Gardner Minshew. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got you, dude. Yeah. He would be a good flex play.
Pittman has 19 targets over 2 games. Actually, shout out to Rachel. Rachel asked me for trade advice. I think it was this week. Someone was trying to trade her someone for Michael Pittman. And I looked at Michael Pittman's stats. I was like, Michael Pittman has 170 something yards, 19 targets, and a touchdown over 2 games.
Who was trade him. Who was the bait?
Someone bad. I remember that it was not worth. It was like a downgrade.
I gotta know, dude.
It was. You know what? I'll tell you right now. I'll look it up.
Yeah, go and look that up. These are ones I think that are you taking any chances on Drake London, Cortland Sutton?
No. Oh, it was Drake London. Someone offered her Drake London and Ford for Pittman.
But a 2-for-1 like that, right? Where she would have to drop somebody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I hate those things, man. I hate those.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the trade. Straight up.
Drake London and Ford
for Pittman. And I told her it was a bad trade. She's getting a downgrade on wide receiver.
Well, she would have to drop somebody since it's 2-for-1.
Yeah, and you're getting... Yeah.
Then that stinks. Yeah, because she didn't want to drop anybody.
Yeah, her team was fine. She didn't...
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. With the 2-for-1 deals, you're coming and knocking on somebody's door. So think about when you're sitting at home, okay, watching the game, all right? So then somebody knocks on the door, deep, you're like, man, I'm watching the game. But you pause it, because you will pause. So you pause it, you get up to answer the door, and the guy's like, hey, I'm going to give you these 2 things, right? But you give me one thing, but you also got to throw something away. Yeah, like, man, I'm watching the game. Yeah, but hang on. I want to do this deal with you right now. So I want you to throw something away that you weren't intending to throw away and give you these 2 things. I know I'm bothering you while you're watching the game, but hey, this is what I want you to do. And that's what it's like. You got to remember that. So if you come to somebody with the deal, try to go 2 for 2. Then like Connor called, I think it's a pretty cool way to describe it, the gentleman 2-for-1.
The gentleman's 2-for-1.
Yeah, where if you go 2 guys that you want to give up for that one person, then pick the worst person on their bench that they probably don't even care about, but they don't want to drop. They don't want to be forced to drop. But if they could get this, they would put it in the trade.
Yeah, you try to find their worst player, and for whatever reason, if you do let's say you try to do that and then they get a trade dialogue going. They have like a really low scoring guy. They're like, oh, I don't want to give up that guy. It's like, okay, well, who's your least favorite guy?
That's correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you talk about it that way. Yeah. Michael Thomas, Sky Moore.
No.
Okay. I like Michael Thomas against Green Bay.
I'm waiting and seeing with the quarterbacks. I know
he's Quincy Enunwa. He's going to give you like about 12 points, something like that.
Maybe.
Like 12 points in our.
I think he's more like a 6 to an 8 point.
6 to 8.
Yeah,
you're 100% right. Tank Dell. How are you feeling about Tank Dell?
No, I still want to wait and see because he's already banged up. Nico and Robert Woods are the 1 and the 2 for all intents and purposes right now.
Can you unravel the Commander wide receiver mystery? Okay, because it's
shit stick.
Okay, is it McLaurin or Dotson? Which one is it?
No. It's not.
So like before,
because Curtis Samuel is still there too.
During draft season, before the draft, it was draft Jahan Dotson because he's a second-year wide receiver. You want to get as many second-year wide receivers as you can, and he is primed for a breakout. The big breakout year is coming for Jahan Dotson. Do you agree with that statement?
No, not currently.
No, yeah, it's a.
I have a hot take. I think Eric Bieniemy is overrated.
Oh, that would be terrible because that's the reason why he's the offensive coordinator. He's trying to get a head coach.
Yeah, I know. I think he's overrated. I think he rode off of Andy Reid's success, and I think that he's gonna burn out in Washington, as all things do.
Okay, what did you watch the Kansas City game last week?
No.
Okay. Yeah, the offense looked a little bit better. Okay, of course, part of it was because of Kelsey, but the large part was because of Kelsey, and the receivers actually catching the ball.
That's pretty important,
right? But my point is that they were able to do really well, and they're all, who their offensive coordinator is, right? Who?
Andy Reid.
Who's the official offensive coordinator? Yeah, he's the one that is.
Isn't it Matt Nagy?
It's Matt Nagy. So Matt Nagy looked like he designed a play, an offensive scheme that helped win that game. I don't believe that. Yeah, so it is Andy Reid. Yeah, so you said it right. So there is some caution there. Is Jahan Dotson droppable then?
No.
Yeah, just see. It's too early. I know you say yes on Gabe Davis.
George Pickens.
D Hops.
No.
No, Hopkins? Okay.
Titans look like shit.
Yeah. Jerry Jeudy? At Miami?
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with that. Jacoby Myers, dude, against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
If you're nasty, I have him, and I'm waiting and seeing.
Okay. I like it definitely in the flex, especially with Minka Fitzpatrick out.
Tutu Atwell or Jacoby Myers asking for a friend.
Oh, Tutu, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because Jacoby, I don't have any. Well, I have the same history with both. It's just that Jacoby was hurt, and Tutu has 2 weeks of
and the other guy's hurt.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Puka's hurt. I understand that he's dealing with something, but it sure didn't bother him last game, and he has a little bit longer to wait. The Rashid Shaheed.
No.
Just a whole.
Yeah.
How about Dobbs? Romeo Dobbs, man.
No, hold.
Yeah. That was. I don't know what I got with that guy. I don't know what I have with him.
Packers have just elevated running back Patrick Taylor because of Aaron Jones.
Okay, is that
to the active roster with Aaron Jones questionable with a hamstring?
So that just happened.
That just happened.
Okay, yeah. So let's talk about that. So AJ Dillon against New Orleans.
No, New Orleans defense.
Yeah,
but good.
How about just Aaron Jones now? Is he a recommended start?
No. Not at all. No. Not at all. Look at the money. They wouldn't have elevated him if Aaron Jones was on the right side of questionable.
Yeah. And see, he's on the wrong side of questionable, and he's on the wrong side of 28. Or the 27, I should say.
Yeah.
Wrong side 27. Yeah. So it's yeah, that's you can see why they wanted to trade for Jonathan Taylor. He might be a place that Jonathan Taylor goes. Might be yeah. I don't think it's the Colts when he comes back. Okay, yeah, I don't think it is. Yeah. So Treylon Burks,
no.
Elijah Moore, you traded for him. Okay,
wait and see.
Wait and see. What about Christian Kirk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
I'm starting Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley.
I'm doing Calvin Ridley, absolutely, because he's the main guy. Christian Kirk, his numbers last week were a little bit disguised. Okay, and what I mean by that is that Zay Jones went out, and then also Calvin Ridley missed a lot of snaps with I think a leg injury that turned out to be fine, but he missed a lot. So that put Christian Kirk in at 100% of the time, and he got all those targets.
Well, he's still the main slot guy, and Zay Jones is still banged up, so he's still going to be the number 2 behind Calvin Ridley.
Okay, but the number 2 against Houston, which you can run against. Okay, so this is why I'm saying you start Calvin Ridley, because Calvin Ridley is the number 1. Okay, and that's the one you can depend on. Now you're starting to go for the fringe stuff with Christian Kirk, and I think that they're going to go more.
I think Kirk can go in the flex though.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying, just tighten those cheeks, man.
Okay,
tighten those cheeks. All right, you're
on
for the ride.
You want to hit tight ends and defenses real quick?
Yeah, this hit really fast. Tight ends are real easy. Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, Hawkinson, Sam Laporta. Okay, Hunter Henry. Yeah, these are all must starts to me. How about Dallas Goedert, man? He hasn't really done anything.
No.
Yeah. Is he droppable, Dallas Goedert?
No, he's a hold.
Okay. Would you David Njoku or Dallas Goedert?
Njoku.
Evan Ingram, Dallas Goedert.
Evan Ingram.
Pat Freiermuth.
Dallas Goedert.
Okay. Kyle Pitts or Goddard?
Goddard.
Cole Kmet or Goddard?
Oh, man. Check Darnell Mooney's health if he's not playing Cole Kmet. If he is playing Goddard.
Cade Otton.
Don't know who that is. Goddard.
Buccaneers, man. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz.
How about Hayden Hurst at Seattle?
Yes.
Yeah, I would do that one. Yeah, that's a start. What about your precious Dalton Kincaid?
Yes.
Really? Still believing? All right. Don't stop believing.
Hold him. I would not start him, but I've
these are starts, man. These aren't drops.
I would not start him.
Okay, so it's a no then. Okay. What about Knox?
No.
Okay.
He's not good.
He caught a couple touchdowns.
He also dropped some passes because he's not good.
Tell me if any of these names interest you. Tyler Higbee.
No.
Luke Musgrave.
No.
Gerald Everett.
No.
Chiga Okonkwo.
No.
Jake Ferguson.
No.
Juwan Johnson.
No.
No. If DeAndre Hopkins is out, Chiga Okonkwo.
No.
Okay. I would.
Treylon Burks.
I would do Chig. I would do Chig also. I would do Chig. If D-Hop is out only in that situation. All right, let's talk defenses. So, just again, this is a yes or no. Yeah, don't worry about the Parliament thing. Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, versus Arizona. Yeah, let me tell you the opponent. Yeah, Chiefs versus Chicago.
Yeah.
Steelers defense at Las Vegas.
Yes.
Browns defense at Tennessee.
No.
Oh, really? Why is that?
I just don't. Okay, yeah, yes. I just don't trust in the Browns because they fucked me because I started their defense last week and it didn't work well. But you know what? Start them.
Patriots at the Jets. That's probably going to be a rain game, too.
God, I don't like it.
No?
I don't know. I want the Jets defense. I'm not trusting the Patriots defense.
Okay, so I was going to ask the reverse. Yeah, New York Jets.
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah. Yes, New York Jets. So going this way, New York Jets against the
Patriots.
Patriots, yes. Yeah. That way, no. Okay.
Correct.
All right. Ravens.
Yes.
Okay. Against Indianapolis.
Yes.
Indianapolis against the Ravens.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Seahawks versus Carolina.
I don't know what to do because the Seahawks defense doesn't look that good.
No, I wouldn't. I would want something else.
Yeah.
Packers against the Saints.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's. I mean, if you're nasty, maybe because they got corners. You can probably get a couple picks off of Derek Carr.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like streaming wise, you could pick up the Ravens are available in most leagues.
Browns. How about the Browns?
The Browns might be available.
Okay, so you would do Browns over Packers. Okay,
Yeah.
All right, but they're starting a rookie running back. But dude, I'm excited about that guy. I'm really excited about Kendra Miller. Rams defense. If there's no Burrow.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. Jaguars versus the Houston.
No.
Okay. All right.
Jaguars let people score points.
Okay. Dolphins versus how about the Broncos? Dolphins defense versus the Broncos.
No. Well. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Titans.
No.
Buccaneers.
No.
Eagles. Eagles at Tampa Bay.
Yes.
Saints at Green Bay.
Oh, by the way, I hope that Baker Mayfield shits his pants because he was talking trash about the Astros, which is completely uncalled for. Completely uncalled for. I hope someone knocks him on his ass.
Look, dude.
This week.
Look, I know you're a little younger than me, all right? But to be an Astros fan, you have to be thick-skinned, man. Yeah, you gotta. Right now they're still the champions, so act like one. Okay, then next time,
Well, you know what? I hope that we knock this non-champion on his ass. I hope that the Eagles knock the shit out of him. I can't wait to see him get his clock cleaned.
Okay.
I know what's going to happen. Whatever comes up must go down, and Baker Mayfield is never good for a whole season.
Yeah.
That's never happened. And when he's bad again, I'm going to be there.
Okay, last two. Saints, I think we already talked about them.
Yeah, I think they're a great defense.
I think so, too.
Yeah, if you got them, you lucked out.
Yeah, well... there was small blessings along the way, but it was mainly panic. Bengals, during the draft. Yeah, that draft. I'm telling you, man, I was like Neo, dude. I just saw crazy stuff. I heard nothing but mechanical stuff, but I fixed the problem. I fixed it. Last one, Bengals. The Bengals defense against the Rams.
No.
All right, that does it, man. We made it to the end. To the end of the starts, unless there's somebody that I missed out on, you might want to talk about.
Nope.
All right. Well, we want to go ahead and... Oh, look at this. The Miami Dolphins have elevated Chosen Anderson to the active roster with Jalen Waddle. Again, is it Chosen Anderson? Is it Robbie Chosen? Who knows?
He'll probably change his name again by the time the show's over.
Yeah, look on the back of the number. Yeah, let's look at the back of the jersey and see if we see Anderson or if we see Chosen, and that will make the difference.
The real thing is just hopefully he keeps the same jersey number and we can start referring to him as his number, which will be easier.
Yeah, good point. Look it up. What's his number?
I think it's number 2.
Number 2? Like I'm going to go take a number 2?
He's one of those weird, I guess not weird, but when they started letting you do different numbers.
Okay. I understand.
And I'm going to type his name in the normal way out of spite.
All right, well, let me go ahead and shut this down. All right, so thank you, everybody, for watching. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the content that we have provided, please make sure to hit the like and the subscribe button, okay? And make sure to click that bell because we do all types of stuff. This sniper episode, Connor does shorts, giving out his over and unders, so he'll be doing that again, I think. The Ravens just elevated Melvin Gordon and Kenyon Drake and released QB Josh Johnson, okay? All right, so that means Tyler Huntley is the backup, so there we go. All right, so make sure to click because you get all types of stuff. And also check out highvolumemusicradio.com. That's a supporter of our show. Check out Connor's book, You Know Too Much, on Amazon.
It's all about mentalism and shit. It's whack.
and also every Thursday on highvolumemusicradio.com or on the free High Volume Music Radio app. You can catch my radio show, sports radio show, Drive Time Sports with Charlie and Brian. It's every Thursday between 4 and 6 p.m. So, yeah, make sure and check it out. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, on behalf of Connor the Gun Marshall, me, your humble host, Brian the Amigo Baldwin, want to thank you so much for watching. Hope that you have an even better year than last year. Parting shot, Connor.
Really pay attention to the waivers. Weeks 3 through 5 are probably going to be the last chances that you have to get anything from the well. And really, week 3 is going to be your last week. Most of it gets taken by the first 2 weeks.
Wow. Yeah.
But there's because all the stuff dries up, and then people get injured, and stuff starts popping back up. But for right now, this is last call, as they say.
I'm hoping that this is going to be an injury-free week. All right, seriously, we need that relief, okay? Because we had devastating injury in week 1, devastating injuries, plural, in week 2. I mean, come on, man. Is it going to? Let's please let it stop.
Yeah, I think 6 people are out for the year already.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Yeah. All right, but that's not my parting shot. Lord have mercy about my parting shot. My parting shot is this is trade season, everybody. Okay, this is a very good time to start trading. All right, because everybody, you kind of know what you got, you kind of don't know what you got. Everybody feels that way. So you're able to take you are able to take better shots now than when you would be later on in the season, whenever how the value of players are eventually get revealed. So now's the time to go ahead and start looking for trades. Sell high on things that you might think that might be depreciating, like Connor did whenever he sold high on Algier, or make sure do stuff to help improve your roster. Just make sure you help improve the other people. Remember, a good trade. It hurts when hurts because you're making it, but it also helps you, and it does the same for the other person. That's the basics of a good trade. Always go with your best offer first. Don't try to do this horse trading stuff. Okay, it rarely works. So that's my parting shot. Focus on that stuff. This is trading season, everybody. Connor just laid it out. Okay, the well's about to run out. Okay, so yeah. Start looking to make trades, man. And be susceptible. Don't be a jerk, okay? If somebody sends you a trade you don't like, reject it. Don't just let it sit there. That's jerky. Okay, don't do that.
Unless it's very insulting.
No, which if it is. If it is, oh yeah, Jalen Waddle was just officially ruled out. Yeah, so Chosen Anderson, wheels up. You going after Chosen Anderson?
No, but I am going to. I know the guy that has Waddle in our league also has Chubb and Saquon, so.
And that's my brother, and you're not going to be able to horse trade him, dude.
I'm not going to try to horse trade him. I'm going to try to trade him something, though.
Okay, well, make it good. Make it good because he's not a dummy. All right? I
know he's not.
Yeah.
But he needs guys, and I have guys.
But you want to know something about my brother? Something that's always been true since the day that I've known him, since I was a little bitty kid that I can remember from far along.
What's that?
He always has a plan.
He always has a plan.
Always has a plan. So even though it looks like not like whatever, he always has a plan. All right. So with that, everybody, let's go and help me out with the last line. Connor, concentrate. Okay. All right. Remember, everyone, in fantasy football, as in life,
don't dream it.
Be it. Yeah.